Hey, I'm Steven and this is Solving the Money Problem. If you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have some breaking news this morning. Tesla's biggest and smartest bear has wandered a little bit too far from his cave and exposed some rather interesting information. With that said, let's get straight into it. And by the way, since I know there's a lot of crypto lovers watching and people who like free stuff, it's your lucky day. For a limited time, you can get up to $250 in free crypto bonuses when funding a new account on BlockFi, where you can use cryptocurrency to earn interest, borrow cash, and buy or sell crypto. If you want your free crypto, use the link in the description. It also helps out the channel. And if you'd like up to 2 free stocks, check out the link in the description to WeBull. If you open a new account, you'll get 1 free stock valued up to $250 just for opening an account. And if you fund your account with $100, you'll get a second free stock valued up to $1,600. Unless you don't like free stocks, that is. And if you're in Australia, the UK, or New Zealand, you can get a free stock with stake, also using the link in the description. Let's get back to it. We are, of course, talking about the class clown, Mr. Humiliation Fetish himself, Gordon Genius Johnson. Now, I just want to be really clear. I'm featuring a tweet in this video that I've seen in a screenshot format. I didn't actually see the original tweet. Supposedly, it's been deleted, but I always like to give people a fair chance. So with that said, we'll proceed on the basis that this tweet is actually fake, it's a doctored image, and everything I say based on this tweet is completely untrue, it's totally wrong, and absolutely not based in reality. You guys can make the decision at home whether or not this tweet actually existed, whether or not this is relevant information, but I always err on the side of caution, and so should you. Never jump to conclusions. So let's assume that none of the stuff that I say in this video is actually grounded in reality, but let's explore these ideas anyway. So the tweets in question. Phil LeBeau, CNBC anchor for those who don't know. Cramer says he sold some ether after record highs. By the way, that's Jim Cramer for those who don't know. Jim Cramer says he sold some ether, Ethereum, after record highs to put towards an all-electric Hummer. Now, just going to say it. I'm not sure why anyone would be super excited about the Hummer. Maybe Cramer's simping for GM. I don't know. Maybe he knows some people there just trying to curry favor. I don't know. This is kind of a strange thing. But anyway, this is not the point of the video. The point is what was replied allegedly, again, I haven't seen the tweet, subsequently been deleted. I can see that a tweet was deleted here, but I don't know what it actually said. So again, we'll just assume that everything here is totally fake. It's a doctored image, but let's pretend that this was a real tweet from Gordon, if you know what I mean. The class clown says, "Hey Phil, this is great for Cramer and great for GM. My dad was a lifelong executive there." Wait a fucking minute. My Gordon? Did Gordon just say my dad was a lifelong executive at General Motors? My goodness me. I think the pieces of the puzzle are starting to fit together. Let's read on. "And I love that company as they treated our family great." Treated our family great. What does that mean? Treated our family great. I thought if only his father worked there. Maybe stock-based compensation. I'm just thinking out loud. Anyway, let's move along. But is this newsworthy? And I'll be honest, probably not newsworthy. I think Gordon's just trying to remain relevant, join the conversation. No harm done here, but this is huge. If true, if this is actually something that is true, if Gordon actually wrote this tweet, Gordon has now just confessed one of the potential reasons as to why he may just potentially allegedly be a little bit bearish towards, say, a company like Tesla who is going to put GM out of business, if you know what I mean. And you're lucky I love you guys. I'm getting blinded by the sun here, doing permanent damage to my vision, but this is really important. Let's continue. There's a second tweet from Gordon. So as we can see, there was a tweet that Gordon has since deleted. Presumably, that's what we've seen in that recent screenshot. But again, I didn't actually witness the original tweet. I'll always give the benefit of the doubt. You guys can decide whether or not it was a doctored image or it was actually what Gordon said verbatim. But this is an interesting follow-up. This is yet another unmitigated lie. Gordon there replying to a tweet, which is a reply to his deleted tweet. Lots of deleted tweets. So let's ignore that. Moving on, however. My stepfather, an amazing man, has been retired from GM since 2102. In fact, he is not a fan of GM anymore due to them taking his pension money in bankruptcy. So I notice a little bit of a contradiction here. That original tweet suggesting that GM looked after Gordon's family, but now we're hearing that his old man, well, his stepfather, not a big fan anymore because they fucked him over and took his pension during bankruptcy. I don't know, is that a contradiction? Like, it kind of seems like one to me. And why would Gordon delete this original tweet? Suggesting that he had somebody in his family working lifelong for General Motors. Why would Gordon delete that tweet? Why would Gordon delete that tweet? I'm not sure why. Unless, maybe there's some concern that people are now starting to sniff around, like this idiot on YouTube making an entire video about this deleted tweet, Rip Gordon. Now, look, I just want to go back a little bit in time to understand a little bit of context, do some wild speculation. Again, don't have any facts here. I'm just out on a limb, thinking out loud, hypothesizing and hallucinating, sharing my thoughts just to start a conversation. Now, I just want to set the scene and give you guys a little bit of context. Regular viewers of the channel will know I've recently provided a bit of a takedown video to the, how do I say this? Don't want to get done for libel or defamation. The absolutely incompetent, dangerously stupid morons, one more time, morons at Consumer Reports, produced a very interesting video and some studies done on Tesla's so-called driver assistance features. They did some illegal things and implied that it was extremely dangerous, didn't correctly monitor the driver, despite the fact that they had to do multiple illegal things to actually cheat the system. Then they showed everyone how to do it, and then they went, oh, hey guys, but GM and Ford have got a much better driver assistance system, it's much safer, blah, 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 blah. Now, that could be all good and well, but you see, here's the thing. When I see something that doesn't quite add up, I'm like, hang on, this doesn't make sense, this is nonsensical. Let me sniff around. I sniff around, and I find a scent. Something stinks. A pungent stench. It turns out, if you do some digging, one of the funders of Consumer Reports happens to be the Ford Foundation. There's also some ties to GM. Now, I'm not suggesting that there's a direct correlation here. I'm just suggesting that when you see something a little bit strange, it doesn't quite make sense. Like, why on earth would these morons show people how to do something illegal, trash Tesla, and then say, hey, GM and Ford's have got much safer systems? Then you do some digging and you find out that there's ties to GM and Ford behind the scenes. You go, huh, isn't that interesting? Of course, it could be a total coincidence. I'm not making allegations or accusations here. I'm just suggesting that every time I see something that doesn't quite add up, I'm like, damn, that's a pretty unreasonable bias assessment there. I don't know why an unbiased, reasonable, rational person or company or organization would do this. Let me sniff around to see if I can find any motivations as to why they'd say something so dangerously stupid, etc. With that said, I'm now going to have a look at Gordon the Class Clown's recommendations for what investors should do with Tesla stock, just keeping in mind that apparently GM was an employer of Gordon's stepfather lifelong and looked after their family very well. Of course, I'm not saying that there's any correlation, but I'm just saying, now that we know that, let's have a look at what Gordon has had to say about Tesla over the last, say, 7 or 8 years in terms of recommending people buy, hold, or sell the stock. So here we are over on tipranks.com, looking at the last couple of years of Gordon the Genius Johnson's recommendations in terms of Tesla stock. We can see here Gordon has 5 stars, so he's obvious. Oh, they fill them in if you've... Okay, he's got one quadrillionth of a star, ranked 7,177 out of 7,493 analysts on TipRanks, and number 14,914 out of 15,513 overall experts. Wow, I mean, I've got to say, Gordon is an absolute outlier. That in itself is an achievement. I mean, honestly, to be that bad almost takes effort. Anyway, let's have a look here. So we've got to sell, another sell, another sell, another sell, another sell, and another, and another, and another. You guys get the point, right? All he's ever done is recommend people sell. Average return on Tesla stock. He's almost lost 100%. It's like, this is almost statistically impossible. Now, of course, Gordon has a slightly longer history than that, so let's do some digging and see what else he's had to say in the past about Tesla. Just again, keeping in mind, I'm not suggesting that there's anything weird going on here, but now that we know a little bit more information from Gordon's alleged tweet, it might provide a little bit more context. So here we are looking through the CNBC archives. This article is from November 2013, almost 1 decade ago. Interesting title here, what a lemon, Tesla's a $50 stock, analyst says. And by the way, just want to be clear, our old mate Craig Irwin, you guys might recognize that face, was very bearish on Tesla. This is a quote from Craig, not Gordon. However, Gordon is quoted in this article at the very top. Shares of Tesla Motors are overvalued and have much further to fall, Gordon Johnson of Axiom Capital Management said on Thursday. Some of you folks will know Gordon is no longer part of Axiom Capital, gone out onto his own and started his credible, and yes, I said credible, research firm, GLJ Research, who's, I don't know who's buying their research or acting on it, hopefully no one, otherwise they would have lost catastrophic amounts of money. But I just want to set the scene, give you guys some context, literally going back all the way to 2013. Gordon has been recommending people sell Tesla. I don't think he's ever had a buy rating or a hold. He's always been negative on the company from day one for almost a decade. Now again, I'm not making allegations. I just wanted to point this information out. You guys can draw your own conclusions. I'll let you folks make up your own mind. I guess the only thing I've got to add, something doesn't smell right. Let me know in the comments below. Is this a reason? Perhaps an explanation? Maybe we've found why Gordon is so bearish, so anti-Tesla and has been for so long. Because as I mentioned with my example of Consumer Reports, it just doesn't seem right. The guy had a $19 price target on Tesla stock basically since the dawn of time. That's recently been upgraded now. I don't even know what it is now, like $79, $69, somewhere around that mark. Still a laughably low price target. And of course, it is possible that Gordon actually really believes, based on his own research, that this is what Tesla's worth. But if I'm being honest, I rate that probably about a 0.00000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000000ɔ if you'd like up to $250 in free crypto bonuses, and don't forget, if you'd like up to $250 in free crypto bonuses with BlockFi, use the link in the description. You can also get 2 free stocks with WeBull and a free stock with Stake, also linked in the description. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And of course, if you have any ideas for future videos, let me know. I read all your comments. P.S. If you're still watching, you're awesome. If you'd like early access, exclusive videos, regular Q&As, our private Discord server and more, consider supporting the channel at patreon.com/solvingthemoneyproblem so I can keep creating content for you guys. There's a link in the description. You can now also become a member of the channel for some exclusive perks. To learn more, click the join button next to subscribe. And don't forget to check out our merch store. Either way, the best form of support is you being here and watching, so thanks again.